Hello everyone, welcome to the Lazy Chef. Today we're going to be making low carb or keto seedy bread. It's quite funny, I've made this a few times and usually it goes perfectly well and I get a lovely loaf out of it. This time it was a catalogue of disasters, to be honest. So I forgot to put the eggs and butter in and I had to do that, which I will show you. And thinking, I'd already kneaded it for 10 minutes and then I had to knead it again. So I got it to the elastic stage again and then I just proved it and threw it in the oven and it absolutely came out fine. So I hope it tastes okay. Anyway, so I did another lot and forgot to show you about rubbing in the butter, which I do mention it. Anyway, catalogue of disasters. Now, a note on cups. I have used cups in this recipe because the recipe that I got it from was in cups. It's an American recipe. However, I use British cups. A British cup is about 200 ml of water. So you can use a mug or a teacup. As long as you use the same cup and keep the proportions the same, you can use anything you like. I did try to weigh out the ingredients because they are unusual. Oat fibre and vital wheat gluten and stuff like that. But my scales were not having a very good day, so I'm afraid I couldn't convert it for you, and it'd be quite difficult to look it up online because they are unusual ingredients. So just remember, a British cup is 200 mils of water. So if you've got a cup that takes 200 mils of water, you can use that one. Okie dokie. So I hope you enjoy today's video and have a bit of a giggle along the way. I'll see you soon. Enjoy. Here I am adding the honey to the lovely warm water, and I'm going to give that a little mix in. The honey is there to feed the yeast, of course. So the carbs are really minimal and the yeast eats it anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm sprinkling my instant yeast over the top. I always do this with my yeast, even if it's instant yeast, which you can just throw in with the flours. But I had a horrible experience years ago where my yeast was dead and my bread just came out, well, flat and horrible. It didn't work and I was really disappointed. So I always do this just in case to make sure that my yeast is actually still alive. I get my flours and bits and bobs, put in the seeds. Now, things like oat fibre and flaxseed and wheat gluten are not really easy to get hold of in stores, so I always get mine from Amazon, and I'll put the links down below for those, so you'll be able to get them yourself. Banging some chia seeds in. I do love chia seeds. Chia seeds soak up a lot of moisture, so you get a nice bread. Not too soggy. I think some of the commercial low carb breads are a bit soggy, according to my mummy Annie. So what you need to do next is actually rub in your butter, which I forgot to show you there. So rub in your butter and then add your yeast mixture into a little well in the centre. Then you're going to put your eggs in and very gently bring the flour into the middle. And now this is a really, really wet dough. It's horrible, it really sticks. So if you do have a mixer or a bread maker, I do thoroughly recommend that you use them. But I don't have either of those things, so I have to do it by hand. See, this is pure love of cooking. So give it a really good mix in. Make sure that there's no dry bits. Scrape it out from your bowl. I'm putting some oat flour down there. I mean, you could use bread flour. I don't think it'll make a lot of difference to the carbs. And this is going to take absolutely ages. So we're going on super speed here. So 10 minutes. I do about a 10-minute kneading session. And it does eventually dry up a little bit, obviously it should do. And you can tell really when it's ready because it's elasticated. It doesn't fall apart when you pull it. It doesn't pull apart. So I was absolutely exhausted. This is the second time I'd done this. I know my ex-husband, who's a baker, will be absolutely horrified at my kneading technique, but this is really tough, this dough. I'm trying, Dave, I'm trying. I finally come to the end of my tether and thought, do you know what, I don't care if it's ready, we'll see. So you want to make it into a nice sausage that will fit your tin. I've got a £2 loaf tin there. And you want to keep any sort of the join at the bottom. There we go. I'm going to get my tin and put it in the tin there. Now, you've got to prove this for at least 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. It's a long time. The best proving temperature is between 35 and 40 degrees Celsius. So if you can get that, that'd be brilliant. Getting some cling film here, or saran wrap as they call in the US, putting some oil on and very loosely putting it over the top because it will rise and you don't want it to stick. So put it in your warm area for at least 2 hours. You bake it in your oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes. Obviously depends on your oven, but you will smell it when it is ready. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little video. Just a quick note, I got the original recipe from a lady online called Deirdre's Kitchen. I will put a link to her YouTube channel on the description below. I am hoping that I'll be able to do some more keto recipes and have a bit of a keto low carb playlist for you. I fast, so I don't do a keto diet, but I am very careful with the amount of processed carbohydrates that I have. So I'm hoping I will discover some more interesting low carb recipes for you. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and please do share all over your social media. That'll be really, really, really great for me. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye.